Welcome back, folks, to another FM24 25 Rebuild. And today we're going to be going over to Italy, where AC Milan are having a little bit of bother in Serie A. Currently lying in 8th position. In fact, are they 2-0 down in this game? That they're losing to Juventus 2-0. Wow, okay, so this is live currently at the moment, and looks like they're going to be on the way to another loss. That'll be 6 losses this season already after 21 games, possibly some way off the pace already. Their last win coming in, I think it was the 21-22 season. There it is. Winning it from their rivals Inter by just the 2 points. And since then, they've really struggled. And since then, they have really struggled in League 4th the following season. They did have a good season last season. It's finishing in 2nd. But this season, they are struggling and looks like they could be out of a European spot, maybe. Although they are 2 points behind. So we're going to step in for the next 5 seasons and bring them back to the top of Serie A and hopefully bring them a few trophies along the way. They are the proud owners of 52 competition wins, 7 of which is in Europe's Champions League, the last one being in 2007, the Club World Championship in 2007. They have got 19 Serie A wins, that last one like I showed you in 21-22 season, the European Cup Winners' Cup as was back in 1973 was the last one, the Super Cup 2007, so they had a good time in the 2007s. What are these Intercontinentals? Italian Cup, when was that? 2003. So it's been a while since they've won a couple of major trophies. They are predicted to finish 2nd this season, with obviously their fiercest rivals Blue Neri, which of course is Inter Milan. They have got a hefty budget of 17 million, but we have updated the database, which was updated around about the 16th of January. So any transfers that have happened in the January window, they're going to be in there in this time round, if there is any. The favoured formation, the 4-2-3-1. I do like this formation. I think it's my go-to formation, especially in FM24 anyway. But if you have any other ideas for any other rebuilds, what formations you would like to see, then please let me know down in the comments, because to be perfectly honest, I'm kind of honed in on this formation all the time, and I'm sure you would like to see other formations. I try and mix it up a little bit, but I tend to come back to this one in the end anyway. So yeah, if there's any other formations you would like to see have a go at, then please let me know. Chairperson on the board would like us to sign players under the age of 23. That seems to be the norm currently, and sign players under the age of 18 for the future. Okay. Grow the reputation, break even in the transfer market, sign players to sell for profit, build a new stadium. Okay, that's the plan. But the current season, they want to qualify for the Champions League, challenge for the Italian Cup, and be competitive in the Champions League currently. Do they want us to win the league? Yes, the 25-26 season. So in this case, 2 seasons time maybe. It's always good to have a look at the finances. I mean, to be perfectly honest, if we could have the transfer window now, I probably could spend that quite easily. So we'll go with what we have at the moment. Saying that, I'm wondering, because we're actually in the transfer window now and it's not closed yet, we could potentially do that. So we might end up spending some of that money. They have got £23 million debt, which will be paid off in 2036, 145,000 a month, which, to be perfectly honest, they could probably pay that off now. Staffing doesn't look too bad, actually. Coaching above average, not the best, but it is above average, but a lot of room for some more staff to come in. In fact, they've only got 3 coaches, but we got 2 assistant managers. That's nice. Very good to see they've got good medical staff and scouting, so that's good to see as well. So let's get on to the squad and have a look, see what we have. Right, okay, let's go by age first. So that's not bad, you know. They've got 3 players 30 and above, a couple on 29 years old, which will be entering 30 this season, I would guess. Forenzi, probably wouldn't use him, maybe try and offload him in this window. Bortiella, goalkeeper, unless we got another goalkeeper. Magnan, okay, 29 years old, good, in his prime. We could do with another goalkeeper though, so probably look to one to replace Mike at some point. We can have a look at some of the youngsters that we have in the team. 21-year-old Musa, good potential on him. Midfield, them stats look really good actually. The formation with the 2 DMs does actually take him out of the equation somewhat. So yeah, we need to try and fit some of these players. His physicals look mental. Colombo, he's out on loan, I think. I think it's on loan in purple, and then they're on loan to us in blue. I think that's the way around I've got it. So let's just have a quick look at Colombo. See where he's at. He's at Empoli. They are young and they do need a little bit more game time. Theo, that's not bad. German centre-back. We've got Pavlovic as well, another centre-back. I mean, 2 players that we could potentially build a team around if we haven't got anybody better. Akafor, not bad. 24. We've got a very, very young side actually. So if we go by best players, our goalkeeper Rafael Leao, either left wing or forward, probably forward actually, although to be perfectly honest he's very, very quick from what I remember. Yes, and he's got good finishing as well. He can cross the ball, dribbling, maybe best as the winger. That's his preferred position, I think. We've also got Pulisic as well, another winger. It's his same position on the right hand side, even better. I do like Pulisic, I really do. So maybe we try and do something with that. Hernandez, left back. Definitely Morata, another striker, so he can go up front. Have we got another striker somewhere? Tammy Abraham, he's come in. I don't know if he's that great, to be perfectly honest. Good to have as a backup. It's very quick though, so maybe we give him the chance to play in the first team straight off the bat. And yeah, that is Tamare, the defender as well. Yeah, again another defender, 26. So we have got some fairly good defenders that we can work around, and we've got Benassar as well in midfield who can play DM. He is wanted, but I'm hoping to hang on to him a little bit longer. But yeah, maybe we, instead of 2 DMs, have 2 midfielders instead. That seems to be the way we are set up, I think. Right, let's go and sort of formation out, and we'll see you after the window. As you can see, there has been a lot of transfers. These are already been done due to the update. £59 million. We do lose Florenzi. He's gone to PSG for 1.7, so we lose a plus 30-year-old and a couple more going out on loan. However, we do manage to bring in 2 more players. Sebastiano Esposito comes in from Inter Milan. I'm surprised they did let him go to us. 7 million. Not a bad player actually. I wanted him up front actually, but to be perfectly honest, he can play cam position, so I think that's where we're going to be utilising him. And finally, we bring in Mikhail Coyote from Fiorentina, £11 million to play at the right back position. Oodles of potential, and only 20 years old as well. His physicals look amazing. 15 acceleration, 16 natural fitness, and paces of 14. He can cross and dribble as well. It's going to be what we require. So we're locking in Esposito and Coyote. I could lock him up front. However, we have got quite a few strikers, so it would make sense to put him in the position where we actually needed better players, and I think give him a year or two, he will make that position his. But if we pick our best 11, Esposito keeps his place, and Calabria comes in for Coyote. That's hence why we locked him in there as well. Other than that, it looks a pretty solid side, and I'm not going to grumble so far. Wins all across the board, including a 17-0 win there. Doesn't mean a thing. We did beat Juventus though, and Bayern Munich along the way, so I'm quite pleased with that. We started the campaign against Bologna and Salento, winning them comfortably. We are lying in second position currently behind Torino. We have been draw Man City, Leipzig and Fenerbahce in the Champions League, and we entered the 3rd round in the Italian Cup. So the league, where are we predicted to finish? It is still second behind Inter. We have got Rafael Leao and Theo Hernandez, and our goalkeeper in the Dream 11. Can't ask for better than that. So let's jump into season 1 and see if we can achieve more than what they are achieving currently. Right then, season 1 does not disappoint at all, does it? We finished top of Serie A. It's a different look. We're not going into the stages. We'll have a look at this where we have a look at the other screens as well. But 1 point ahead of Atalanta, with Juventus and Inter not that far behind. In fact, we finished 15 points clear of our rivals. Atalanta did give us a good run towards the end. We had a 5-0 victory on the last day of the season. And we had a 59 goal difference as well. 84 goals scored. In fact, that's the most in the league. And we conceded the least in the league, which suggests there's nothing wrong with our defence. Looking at the competitions, the Champions League, we get to the round of 16, losing to Liverpool 3-2, losing the second leg 3-1. But before we have a look who won, let's have a look at all the group stages. We did finish second behind Man City, losing the 1 to Man City. We did draw with City and Fenerbahce, and then we beat Leipzig twice and Fenerbahce. I mean, they have been close. It's not emphatic at all, is it really? But it does see us through to the next round, where we unfortunately played Liverpool, so that's a bit of a pain. But the final was won by Liverpool over Man City, so the two teams we have played against and we lost to, probably deservedly so, because they go on to the final and Liverpool take it from us in the end. The Italian Cup, disappointed to get knocked out at the quarter-final stage, however, to Fiorentina at home as well, so that is a bitterly disappointing. The final being won by Fiorentina. So again, we lost to the finalists and the eventual winners. Esposito, best player in the league, alongside Schumacher as well, 7.36. So I wonder how well he's developed. He also gets the most assists in the league as well. So Sebastiano, well done to him. So squad wise, let's have a look at the two we locked in. Coyote, 5 and 9, not too bad. Esposito, star rating doesn't look brilliant, does it? I mean, I know he's 22 and I thought he had a little bit of potential. I'm sure he did. But 19 and 17, we can't argue with that. And plus, he's only 22. Definitely one for the future, but maybe we could get somebody better and move him up front, possibly. He does get the most goals in the squad, which is quite funny. Morata, 14 and 4. He is now 32, so probably look to move him along. Cash in on him now. He is worth up to 39. Rafael Leao, 12 and 5. Do we stick him up front and look for a left winger? That could be an option for us. I would quite like that idea because, to be honest, he's not done pretty well as a winger, has he really? Pulisic, 11 and 4. Again, disappointed with him. Theo Hernandez, 7 and 7. 7 and 4 for Loftus-Cheek. Nobody really hit the assist apart from Esposito, who's probably been in the best position really. And a goalkeeper, 31 conceded in 42 with 20 clean sheets. Even a backup goalkeeper, Sportiella, 6 games, 3 conceded, 4 clean sheets. So going forward next season then, we need some money. And we have been given 12 million. I feel that's kind of poor considering we've just won the league and we want to dominate. That doesn't seem an awful lot. Has it all come in? Sponsorship deals, again, doesn't seem an awful lot. 50, 60, 70, 80, probably about 90 million pounds in deals. I mean, we may not have had it all yet. Sponsorship doesn't look like it's coming yet, so that could potentially increase, I'm hoping. So we have got 100% of the budget. The guaranteed budget is that. Can we ask for a little bit more increased transfer budget? Why not? We may as well. So let's go on to the next season and see who or what we can bring in. Right, we've had a busy window. As you can see, a lot of players have gone out. Quite a few out on loan, including Pabiga and Pavlovic. They're not going to get much game time. Same with Jovic as well. So if you can't offload them one way or another, loan's probably the best way. A lot of players going out on a free as well. Some of the youngsters definitely not getting into this side. And we do let go of some players for money. In fact, £76 million worth. Benasser, he's gone to Man City for up to £43.5 million. We also lose right back Calabria. He's gone to Real Madrid for 29. Sportiella, he's the goalkeeper. Backup goalkeeper's gone to Altay for 6.5, and then a couple of other players going on for minuscule amounts. That did enable us to spend big, 102 million in fact. And if we start in descending order, we bring in Karim Adeyemi. I thought we needed another striker really. We have got Rafael Leao. He's going to be playing on the left hand side. I've decided I was going to have him up front. In fact, Adeyemi or him, they can swap either way. Pace and acceleration, fantastic stuff. He's not great on crossing, but he can finish, sort of. He's already scored a few goals for us already. 23 years old, definitely one for a future. So hopefully they'll improve as well. But yeah, he's got oodles of potential yet. But as you can see, his best position's a winger, but he can also play up front. We also bring in Samuel Ricky, from Torino for £39 million. We're changing formation again. We're moving everybody into midfield, so we're going to go have that extra bit of attacking power, because I think that's where we will benefit a lot from, I think. Another young player, 24 years old. He was 23 when we signed him, actually, but his attributes look very, very good. Quite a lot of 15s in there. First touch, he's got natural fitness. He's reasonably quick as well. He's got good work rate, composure, and anticipation, determination is what you need. And he's got fantastic passing, so he will be, I think he's going to be a deep line playmaker in the midfield, possibly. We also bring in Sevra Housef Naipan from Rosenborg, 6.5 million. Again, another midfielder. Looks absolutely superb. 18 years old. What more can I say? Just reap and weep. Them stats are just going to be permanently going up, given the game time he will get. But wow, at 18, he's probably one of our best players at the club. And finally, from Napoli for 4.9 million, we bring in Ella Capril, a goalkeeper, a backup goalkeeper, 24 years old. I think he'll do the job for us. We lost our other one, so it made sense to bring in another, and then a couple of others for our youth team. So like I said, we have changed it slightly. If we pick our best 11, our midfield has changed a little bit. I'm not sure why Richie's not in this, so I may have to lock him in, but Naipan does come in on advanced playmaker route. So yeah, two midfielders, Esposito in front of him, Pulisic instead of sales makers, but I'm going to have sales makers locked in as well. So far so good. We did have a good pre-season. Then we started our campaign against Salento, Brianza and Cagliari, smashing them quite comfortably, 5-0, 3-1 and 4-1. The Champions League changes to the group 8 games, I think it is. Rangers, Marseille, Dinamo, we've got Bayern Munich, Club Brugge, Freiburg, Leverkusen and Real Madrid. Thankfully no Italian clubs in there, I don't think. We are lying top of the table 3 for 3, but that goes alongside Inter, Genoa and Lazio. We are predicted 19th in the Champions League table, and we've drawn Roma in the semi-finals of the Italian Super Cup. So that could be another trophy for us very shortly. Predictions for this year: winners 15-8, superb. That's what we want to see. So let's delve into season 2. Let's see if we can maintain this and bring home a couple of other trophies on top. And there we have it, the second season run in, top of the table by 2 points this time. We're getting further away from second place, but it's Inter again that finished in second. Did they finish second last season? No, it wasn't. They finished in fourth. So Atalanta finished second with Juve behind. Atalanta finished in third this time, and Juve down in 7th position. We only lose 4 games to Torino, Salento, Inter and Sassuolo, but 109 goals. Wow, that is that because we pushed our 2 DMs up? Maybe, I don't know, but we did concede 36. Unbelievably, that is the least goals conceded in the league. That's amazing, and a massive 73 goal difference as well. Esposito finishes 4th in the race for the Golden Boot with 21 goals, but Leao and Esposito amongst the top players in the league as well. Our goalkeeper, 17 clean sheets in the league, fantastic. And our midfielders as well, assists, Sailmakers, 12 assists. That's pretty good. The Champions League, we finish in 21st position. Quite well down, actually. 11 points. We lost 3 games, Real Madrid, Club Brugge and Bayern Munich. Very disappointed to lose to Club Brugge, though, I must admit. Dinamo and Marseille we draw, and we beat Leverkusen, Freiburg and Rangers. Make our way to the knockout round where we played Bayern Munich, and wow, we got absolutely stuffed. 7-2. That must mean we lost our first leg at home 5-2. That's incredible. That's embarrassing. I don't want to see that anymore. But the final being won by Liverpool on penalties over PSG. The Italian Cup, we go through the third round even against Salento 3-0. The quarterfinals, we beat Fiorentina 4-0, absolutely smashed them. And in the semi-finals, we beat Juventus, where we will be playing Inter Milan for some silverware in the final. But it is ourselves that lift the final. It's 3-0 against our rivals Inter, with Coyote scoring the opening goal on 37 minutes. A wonderful goal going past the goalkeeper at the far corner. But we do pile the pressure on in the 53rd, 54th minute as Regenders comes through. And again, Pulisic this time on the end of that one. And it is Pulisic towards the end of the game in the 90-plus minute, where he just seals the fate really and gives us our second trophy of the season. A handsome 3-0 victory, as you can see. Total domination, 19 shots to their 6. XG 2.7 to their 0.5. Possessions quite equal. I think we definitely deserve to win this one. We seem to do better with 2 midfielders instead of DMs, although we did concede more goals this season, but it's another trophy, so that cannot be ignored. And we also get to the final of the Italian Super Cup as well, where we lift this trophy as well for a treble domestic in the season as well. Leao doing relatively well, slaloming his way through the defence there with a nice finish, but it was all over inside 10 minutes where Leao comes down the left hand side, charging the Esposito into Naipan, who swiftly puts it past the goalkeeper from outside the box. But again, another dominant display, 28 shots to their 5. That is just superb. Possession again, 50-50. It's crazy. So 3 trophies out of the 4 this season. I cannot grumble at that at all. The league, the Italian Cup, the Super Cup, we can only improve on this. And our players, which are looking pretty good. Sailmakers we did lock in. Didn't do too bad actually on the wing. 10 and 12. Whether or not we'll give him another season or try and get somebody better on that right wing, I don't know. Pulisic seems to do well as well on that right hand side. 9 and 14. So 26 assists from that right hand side is pretty outstanding really. Coyote, 9 assists on his own, 17 for Reinders, I think it is, the Dutch player. He looks phenomenal really, doesn't he? 2 and 17. Wow, our goalkeeper as well at 30 now, into his prime. 55, conceded in 55 with 25 clean sheets. So goals wise, if we have a look, 26 goals for Esposito and 10, 25 and 9 for Leao. We've also got Adeyemi, 23 and 7, so the pair of them may have swapped positions on the left and up front, don't know. 15 for Okafor. Theo as well, 10 and 3, the defender. Sailmakers comes in with 10. I mean, it's been a very, very good season. Coyote, 21 now, 6 and 9 with Naipan as well, the 19-year-old, looking superb in midfield, 3 and 7. So with us winning all them competitions, are the board going to back us more than they did last season? And the answer to that is sort of. We've got 100 million in the bank and they're giving us just under 40 million to spend. They clearly do not want us to go crazy. So we'll see what we can do in the window again and see if we can improve it some more. Right, as you can see, we've had a busy window with a lot of players going out. In fact, £90 million worth. Chukwueze, he's gone to Atalanta for £20 million. We lost Josh Fitch. He had a optional to buy from Villa, 10.25. He's gone. Same with Musa as well. He's gone to Marseille for, again, up to 10.25. Pavlovic, Forest decided to take him on to 7.25. Obviously very pleased with him. Morata has also gone. West Ham pick up 2, including Pabiga as well, for a combined £13.5 million. And we also lose Balo Torre up to 2.3. A few players have gone out on a free and a few out on loan, but it did enable us to spend £108 million with a few contract renewals that had to be made, and boy did they want more money. So yeah, in order to keep them we had to pay it. So yeah, majority of the budget went there. So starting from Benfica, we bring in Martin Buterina, £38 million, midfield or cam. I think we're going to be placing him in as a cam position. Esposito's okay. He's not progressing as much as I like. He is getting the stats in, but I want to see what Martin can do. He's got very, very good stats. Physicals look amazing. He's got great determination. Dribbling skills is just as good. First touch is fantastic. Passing, yeah, I'm just looking forward to see what he can do. And he's only 23. These are players for the future. We also bring in Ansu Fati from Barcelona, £35 million. I said we needed another winger. We're going to be playing him on the right-hand side. Very quick. Good dribbling. He can't cross the board though, which I find very, very bizarre, but he can play as an inside forward if we need to. But again, 23 years old, another one for the future. And finally, we bring in Thomas Arujo. Again, this one from Benfica, 35 million. They've had their fair bit of money off us this season. Again, 24 years old. Our 2 defenders at the minute are reaching 27, 28, so we needed somebody to come in and stake a claim. And I think we will be locking this young man into that position as well. So we are locking Arujo, we are looking Buterino and Fati as well. So if we pick our best 11, they all disappear. It's weird. All of them players disappear, so hence why we're locking them in. It hasn't been a great start to the season, admittedly. Atalanta we drew 2-2. Despite taking the lead in the 77th, we conceded in the 90th, so that was disappointing. And Roma at home, we conceded in the 96th minute. Equaliser despite taking the lead on 93. That just irks me just a little bit. And then Genoa we beat 3-2 despite taking a 3-0 lead and coasting. So yeah, we throwing things away quite a bit, and I'm hoping the Champions League is not going to be that way inclined as well. Fenerbahce, we got Real Madrid, Ajax, Newcastle, Barcelona, PSG, Real San Sebastian and Red Star Belgrade as well. We're lying in 8th position, which isn't great when you're going for a third on the bounce title. It's not looking good, but we are bringing younger players in, so maybe next season if we even get second spot, which I'm looking minimum for, I would like first obviously, but if we're building for the future, we need these young players to settle in, and then we'll go again next season if we don't win it. But that's not the aim. The Italian Cup we don't enter till the 3rd round, and we've got Roma Italian Super Cup. But in the league we are probably predicted to finish 2nd this time, so it's not really a great build up from last season, is it? Inter must have made some cracking signings, and it looks like apart from the goalkeeper we've got nobody in the Dream 11, so that's worse. So let's go into season 3 and fingers crossed we can live up to our expectations yet again. Right, we finish 2nd. We don't win the league. Wow, we fall short by quite a way from our rivals Inter. 10 points in the end, even though we had a good run in. Could have reduced the deficit if it wasn't for the draws, but 81 goals scored compared to 100 from Inter. They did lose 2 games. Oh, we did beat them once, so that's a good sign. And did we? Yes, we lost to them. Unfortunately, we lost to him at home as well, which is quite hurtful. Rafael Leao, he gets 18 goals in the chase for the Golden Boot. Inter obviously destroy everybody with Martinez, and he also gets best player in the league ahead of Leao as well, 7.48. Leao also gets most man of the match awards for our side, and our goalkeeper does pick up 14 clean sheets. Buterino gets 12 assists, so at least it's an all-round performance. But Rafael Leao, star man this season for us. But we get ourselves to the final of the Italian Cup, where we play our rivals Inter. Inter seem to be everywhere, but this time we do come on top. 2-1 winners, despite Inter getting an equaliser in the 49th minute. We do get a late goal through an own goal, actually, from Inter's, I'm not sure who the guy is. Thor had it there. Not sure why I didn't claim it, but it was an own goal by Barella in the end, 80th minute, even though I thought got the goal there. But it was not too bad. It's quite even Stevens, although possession-wise we did sneak ahead of them. But that's another trophy, another domestic trophy to go alongside our 2nd place finish in Serie A. We do get runners up in the Super Cup. We lost 3-2 to Atalanta. Disappointing there. And in the Champions League, we get as far as the semi-finals, losing 3-0 overall. That is very disappointing. And Inter as well, they got to the semis, losing to Real Madrid, of which now who win it? Real Madrid beat PSG in the end. But group stage, we did finish in 19th position. Again, another disappointing campaign, I feel. 3 wins. Red Star, Barcelona we beat, Fenerbahce. We did lose to San Sebastian, PSG, Real Madrid, the 2 finalists, and we drew Newcastle and Ajax. So yeah, some way down, 11 points. That's awful. Arsenal were 8 for 8. So the knockout round, we beat Atletico, beat them 6-2. Round of 16, we beat Barcelona 8-5 thanks to a 4-1 first leg victory. Quarterfinals, we played Manchester United, beat them 5-4, a 3-1 second leg victory. Liverpool also go out at that stage. And then semi-finals, as you've seen. So overall, disappointing we didn't maintain the league, but we do come away with a trophy, at least anyway. So the players we locked in though, Arujo, the defender, 3 and 4 in 59. Average rating 6.89, not brilliant. Ansu Fati, 10 and 8. Again, not brilliant. Maybe he's more suited to that left-hand side, but we're going to stick with it. I think Butarina, he looks like he's developed quite well. 6 and 23 assists. That is superb. So if we go by goals, 26 for Adeyemi. We got Leao with 23, but 12 assists. Hernandez, 12 and 3. Not bad from that left-back position. Esposito still weighs in with 10 goals alongside Ansu Fati. We've got the 23 assists. 14 assists there for Coyote on the right-hand side. So our two wing-backs doing their jobs, which is fantastic. 9 assists for Renders as well. So to improve the side a little bit more, we need to retain that title back. Are they going to back us? Let's have a look. 41 million, so it is a little bit more. They have got 194 million in the bank. Once again, busy window. We let go of 130 million pounds worth to bring in some extra additional transfer funds. Hernandez, our left back, has gone to Al Hilal for up to 115 million pounds. 91 million up front. We couldn't refuse. We bought him for 20 million. There's no way we're refusing that sort of money, which enabled us to bring in more players. Selme, because he's gone as well, didn't really cut it in the end after his first season when we had him locked in. He's gone Sporting for up to 23.5. Emerson Royal as well, the right back, gone to FLA for 11.5. We also lose Colombo and Teresiana, both up to £10 million between them. So our first signing, Ricardo Calafiore from Arsenal, £40 million. A decent left back, because Hernandez gone, we need to bring somebody else in, and he probably fits the best bill. 25 years old as well, so 4 years is younger, and definitely one that we can hang on to for another couple of seasons. We also bring in Xavi, our major signing from Barcelona, £83 million. Superb. Can play midfield, but we're going to be using him as cam, obviously. Esposito is playing well, but we want somebody who's going to be growing, and one that I know can definitely smash that position. Next up is Rodrigo Villagra from River, £25 million. Just another body in the midfield. And also we bring in Desiree Doué from PSG for £14 million. Well, there's some money left, and I decided to bring him back up to the left hand side. 22 years old, looks pretty decent actually. Whether he'll get the game time, I don't know, but definitely one that can fit into that left-hand role if should we need it. So we're locking in Xavi and Naipan. Naipan, we're going to move to the right-hand side in the wing. We're going to try him there because he can actually play there, so I wonder if he's any better there. But if we pick our best 11, he does move to the middle of the park, and Xavi goes down to the central midfield, and Esposito comes in. I'm happy the way things have gone. We started the Serie A against Salento with a 3-0 victory. Then we beat Lazio 4-2 and thrashed Bologna 10-1, with Butarina in midfield getting a brace, Xavi getting at one, Esposito getting a couple, Pulisic, and Naipan getting on in the 11th minute as well, so that's even better for us as well. Adeyemi did play, but obviously didn't score. The Champions League, we've been drawn against Galatasaray, Leipzig, Ajax, Club Brugge, Dortmund, Spurs, Marseille, and Rennes. We are lying top of the table, 3 for 3, scoring goals. We have gone attacking minded this season as well, so we're going to try and get that title back, and now we're predicted to finish 12th in the Champions League. So if we move to the Serie A and have a look at our preview, we're back to finishing top of the table, 7-5 favourites to win it. So let's move into season 4 and let's see if we can retain that title back. Unfortunately, we don't win the title this season, but we were pretty close. 2 points in it from Juventus coming from nowhere to steal the show. We lose 5 games, which isn't too bad, but we lost to Juventus twice, so that doesn't help us at all. We need to improve vastly with 2 draws and a loss coming in the last 5 games. So again, we threw it away quite convincingly in the end. 108 goals scored though, that's pretty good. Esposito, look at that, he's come good, hasn't he? Obviously took the mantle of being our striker. 32 goals, golden boot winner. Rafael Leao, best player in the league, with Esposito closely behind him. Leao also gets 6 player of the match awards, and Naipan most assists. I mean, with these stats we should be winning the league. The Champions League, we finish in at 21st position. We qualify to the next round. Again, another disappointing part in the league bit, beating Dortmund and Club Brugge, drawing with Tottenham, Ajax and Galatasaray, and losing to Rennes, Marseille and Leipzig. They're disappointing results. Them games we should be winning. Inter, though, top the group, unbeaten. So the knockout round, we played PSV and beat them 8-4. 6-3 first leg victory. Flipping heck, that's really good. Round of 16, we disposed of Arsenal 8-3. Wow, we are scoring goals. We had a 3-0 victory in the second leg away from home, winning 5-3 at home. We are definitely scoring goals here. And we beat Man City 4-1. Real Madrid going through as well with PSG and Barcelona, who knock out Inter 4-0. Semi-finals, we beat Real Madrid a whopping 7-1 victory at home. That's incredible. We were 3-1 down in the first leg. That's in 7-1. Wow. With PSG beating Barcelona, so it's ourselves and PSG in the final. And it is ourselves that lift the trophy. Brilliant stuff. Despite going 1-0 down after 10 minutes, we storm back in the second half with 4 goals without reply. Winning 4-1. A nice goal by Coyote there, in off the post. As Ansu Fati races down that right-hand side, gets tackled. Katie again lays it off. This time Xavi, and it's Fati takes the rebound. Unbelievable result. We have been battering teams along this way in the Champions League, and the formation obviously works in the Champions League, going all out attack almost. But still room for one more goal at 88th minute with a lovely cross to the far side, and it's Esposito finishing it off. Unbelievable. 22 shots to 16. We did get only 44% possession though. 2.55 to 2.52. So in all, it should have been a closer game than it actually was. But that is a Champions League. So despite not winning the league, we do win the Champions League. I think that's the only trophy we haven't won in this rebuild. I'm absolutely ecstatic, putting AC Milan back at the top of Europe. The Italian Cup, we got knocked out by the league winners Juventus on penalties after a 3-3 draw, of whom they played Napoli in the final, and losing to Napoli in the final, so they didn't get the domestic double. But we did finish runners-up in the Super Cup as well, losing to Inter 3-2. I don't mind. We won the Champions League, which in my eyes is a bigger prize. Squad-wise, we locked into Xavi, who looks marvellous, and Naipan as well. Oh my God, we've got to talk about this. So let's look at goals scored first. 46 and 9 for Esposito. Looks like he may have taken the striker role. Leao, 21 and 21. Fati, 15 and 8. Not brilliant, but he only had 12 starts with 47 off the bench. Butarina, 15 and 19. Excellent stuff. Xavi, 13 and 15, really good. And look at Naipan. We stuck him on that right-hand side, and he's thrived at 21 years old. 11 and 29. That is insane. If we just have a quick look at his development, if it lets us. All time. Definitely going up. There's a couple of downs. Determination's gone down a tad, but I'm sure that'll all go up now. But 29 assists, that's mental. I think that's got to be a record in itself. It has to be, surely. Our goalkeeper did concede 75, so maybe we look for another goalkeeper, but I don't think it's that urgent. Maybe we just need to spruce up the back line a little bit. But apart from that, that is phenomenal. So let's have a look at the finances. See what they're going to do to give us a little bit of money. And they are giving us 50 million. We've got 250 million in the bank. Why are they not giving us any more? We want more. We're going to have to beg more money out of them. We really are. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll come back after the window is closed to see what we've done. It was again another busy window where we've had to let people go in order to bring better players in. So on the outs, £35 million. Tomori has gone to Real Madrid. It was a battle between them and Barcelona, and he eventually went for 19.75 million. Gabia as well, a spare part in the defence. It's gone to Al Faya for up to 11.75. Goretti as well, not getting much game time either. It's gone to Spurs for up to 13 million. A couple are out on a free, and then one going out on loan, including Fafana. He's gone to Altai on a free. So £89 million spent. We bring in Ilya Zabani from Bournemouth. Potential is very composed. His concentration is quite high. His jumping is excellent. He can head the ball, tackle as well. What more do you want in a defender? I think that's an absolute steal for the 26-year-old. We also bring in Lazar Samadic from Udinese, £12 million, quite cheap. 26 years old, to play in the centre of the park, and I think he is going to be one of our mainstays in there. Him and Butarina, I think they can do very well, or whoever comes to partner him. I think we're going to lock him in as well. But yeah, very excited this season now as again. Antonio Silva is our third and final signing from Bayern Munich, £37 million, another centre-back option, 24 years old. We've lost Tomori and Fofana as well, although I think Fofana can play in midfield. I think again just needed more backup and some quality defenders to come in if they're not playing straight off the bat. So players we're locking in: Xavi, Smardic and Zabarini. Xavi, we're going to have a shadow striker this season, so we just give Smardic some room as an advanced playmaker. And then Buttarini, I think he's going to come in as a Mazzala. Picking our best 11, Xavi moves down to midfield. Esposito moves into the cam and Adeyemi goes up front. I'm reckoning it's a battle between Esposito and Adeyemi like we saw last season. And I think Adeyemi is going to struggle for game time this year. So far so good. We started the campaign in the UEFA Super Cup where we played, I'm guessing it's the Europa League champions Chelsea, and we smashed them 2-0 thanks to 2 goals from Esposito, 21st minute and a penalty 3 minutes later. So trophy number 1 this season. Serie A, we played Salento, we smashed them. Bologna, we smashed them. Torino, we smashed them. We couldn't smash Roma. In fact, we lost 3-1. Ansu Fati scoring in the 69th minute to halve the deficit, but it was Roma that went on to get a third in the 87th. The Champions League, we have been drawn against Copenhagen, Manchester United, Real Madrid, Newcastle, Man City, Leipzig, Ludogorets and Marseille. I've got a feeling they don't want us to progress somehow. So currently we are lying second in the table, 3 points behind our rivals Inter, who are 4 for 4, and we are now predicted 8th in the Champions League table to go through. Confirmation of the UEFA Super Cup win. The Italian Cup, we don't come into the third, and we've drawn Napoli in the Italian Super Cup semi-finals. So if we have a look at our preview for this season in the league, 10 to 11 favourites to win the league. That's how we like it, and let's see if we can do that. It's the final season. Let's see if we bring it home the bacon and finally can say AC Milan are dominating Italian football. Today we have wrestled the Italian League Serie A back from Juventus, and we have won it for a third time in the last 5 seasons. That is absolutely fantastic stuff. We win it by 9 points as well, scoring 136 goals. That's nearly double Juventus's. That's insane. So who do we score the most against? Salernitana, 13 goals and 11 against Napoli. Goodness me. We have really gone quite attacking this season. That is absolutely fantastic stuff. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Best I could have hoped for as well. We did lose our final game of the season as well, so it could have been 12 points clear, but 9 will do for now. I'm not that precious about it. We do finish nearly 20 points ahead of Inter as well. Sassuolo are there in 4th. Juventus did finish 2nd. That is amazing stuff. We did concede a fair bit, but who's counting? I'm expecting our players, which they are Leao and Esposito, leading goal scorers in the Golden Boot. Leao as well, best player in the league again. I think he was there last season. And Smardic, 7.54. That's pretty good. Leao, most player of the match awards. Our goalkeeper, 14 clean sheets. Assists, Smardic, 25. Leao with 16. Goodness me. The Champions League, however, let's have a look. We did finish 4th. Going straight into the round of 16 with 5 wins this time round. Marseille, Ludogorets, Leipzig, a 7-3 smashing of Man City and a 4-1 over Copenhagen. We did draw with Real Madrid and Manchester United, and we lost to Newcastle. Okay, that's a bit odd, but we'll take it. 2 points off the leaders, Newcastle, and then Inter there as well, and it's Manchester United who are unbeaten. So the round of 16 we played Barcelona and we scraped through 4-3, so no big wins there really. And the quarterfinals, that's where we bow out, and Real Madrid absolutely take us to the cleaners, 7-2 over the 2 legs. That's upsetting. 4-1 at home, I think it was. Goodness me, that's Real Madrid must have really packed out their team this season. So on to the final. It was Manchester United winning it. Wow, there is well, that's a shocker, don't you think? We do get to the final of the Super Cup and we win that 2-1. So that is another trophy to go alongside the league. We do fall behind to Juventus 1-0, but we do need extra time to win it. The 110th minute, I think it was, a penalty from Esposito. So a nice rounded 2-1 victory. I think we deserved it more. 53% possession, 18 shots to 12. By far, I think we deserve that. And also the Italian Cup is ours as well. The domestic treble, I think it is. And once again, we do go behind to an early goal before we do start our fight back to lead 2-1 in the end, with Smodic getting a deflection to put the ball in the net. And again, Smodic involved once more with a pass from Adeyemi, and that's a well taken goal, very well taken. But Genoa not to be undone though, they do get another one back. It's 2-2 at this point before we run away with it with 2 goals and a title and the cup coming to the San Siro. That is fantastic stuff. Another trophy, the domestic treble is ours. Another great finish there, and once more well deserved. 20 shots to 8. Better XG. Possession? No. That is surprising. 58 possession for Genoa. Wow, that I didn't expect. The scoreline probably more so. Well, we've won 4 trophies anyway. So the domestic treble and the UEFA Super Cup. Just unfortunately, we couldn't get the Champions League. That would have been a clean sweep this season, which I don't think I've actually done in any of my rebuilds, which would have been absolutely phenomenal here. However, the squad, let's have a look. So if we have a look at the 3 players, Xavi, 17 and 16, that's brilliant. Smodic in his first season, 10 and 31, flipping heck. That is, what a player. 27 years old, and Zabarini, what did he do? 9 and 4. Okay, not too bad then. But goals, 43 and 21 for Rafael Leao. He's been with us from the start and he's been absolutely phenomenal. Worth 106 million. He is wanted, Liverpool and Al Nassr, but it will be up to you guys. If you decide to take the save on at this point, you will have the formation as well. That's been very successful, and these fantastic young players as well. But let's go through some more. Esposito, 37 and 10. His star rating does not deserve that at all. It should be on a lot more, but let's have a look at his development and his progress and see if it has gone. It looks like it has. Majority of them have gone up, so I don't understand why star ratings are very, very poor. They just look phenomenal. Butarina as well, 22 and 19, 18 and 12 for Fati, Naipan 10 and 18, but Samadic 31 assists with his 10 goals. That's insane. And Coyote, 12 assists as well. Calafiore, 9 assists. Everybody has been involved one way or another this season. The only player not to get any game time whatsoever is our backup goalkeeper. That is it. While our first choice, 73 conceded in 58. So like I say, if you do take this save on, which can be found in the description below, but it will be at kofi.com/IlsonCatGaming where you can find the file save. But you will probably need to get another goalkeeper at this point. But other than that, the side is very, very young as well. So you will be given £56 million to spend, which is a fair amount. But when they've got 322 million, there is something slightly wrong that they don't want to give you that money. What on earth is going on? Pray tell. So before we finish off, let's have a look at the histories then. 8 Champions Leagues. Fortunately, we couldn't win another one, which would have been an icing on the cake. Serie A, we did win another 3 to go along that last one they had in 2022, so 4 in the 2020s. Super Cup, they did win that one. The Italian Cup, we have won it 3 times this rebuild, which is amazing. Wow, I didn't realise we'd won it 3 times, but that's fantastic. The Super Cup as well, we've won it another 2 times. Begs the question, did we break any records? 92 points in a season, that's the most we've had. We did break most league wins with 30. Most league goals scored in a season, 136. That's mad. Highest gate receipts, 2.65 against Manchester United in the Champions League. Most overall goals in the season, Esposito, 46. Quite easily, I think. Leao, highest average rating, Most assists by a player, Smardic 31. Fantastic. And clean sheets by a goalkeeper, 25. Well done, Mike. Most player of the match awards, Raphael. Brilliant. Absolutely superb. Sequencers, 12 games won in a row. That's pretty good as well. Any signings? Xavi, £83 million from Barcelona. That was our most. And the most going out was for Theo Hernandez, going to Al Hilal for up to £115 million. So that is where we are going to leave it. Thank you very much for watching. Like I say, you can pick up this file at kofi.com/IlsonCatGaming. The link will be down in the description. I dare say that we have literally dominated Italy over the 5 years, I feel, especially winning 4 trophies at the end of season 5, which is fantastic. So if you did enjoy this, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and we'll see you next time on the next rebuild. Thank you.